Welcome to Sweden Innovation Days 2023. My name is Regina Sommer and I'm the director of Sweden Innovation Days. This pre-session will introduce the partners behind Sweden Innovation Days. And now, as you understand, Sweden Innovation Days is a huge machinery that involves the whole Swedish innovation ecosystem. But there are certain organizations in Sweden, organizations and government agencies that have invested funding and a lot of time in getting these days to happen. With me in the studio today, I have Business Sweden, Vinnova, Formas, the Swedish Energy Agency, AI Sweden, and myself representing Swedish Incubators and Science Parks and Ignite. Very welcome, everybody. This is a great example of co-creation and collaboration in Sweden, because this is exactly what we have done to get the Sweden Innovation Days, make it happen. I would like to learn more about you, of course, and also, so please introduce yourself, and also, what role do you have in the Swedish innovation ecosystem?
Thank you, Regina. So my name is Karin Rydén. I work as Head of Department for International Cooperation at Vinnova. And Vinnova is Sweden's innovation agency. For us, innovation is about bold thinking and doing things differently to improve people's lives and our planet. We believe innovation is needed everywhere in society. This will make Sweden competitive and our world a different place. Vinnova is a government agency under the Ministry of Climate and Enterprise and the National Contact Authority for the EU Framework Programme for Research and Innovation. We are also the Swedish government's expert authority on innovation policy. Our head office is located here in Stockholm, but we also have affiliates in Brussels, Silicon Valley, and Tel Aviv. Our role as a funder is significant. In 2021, Vinnova funded more than 3,700 projects for a total amount of 3.7 billion Swedish crowns. So we open up the way for innovation that makes a difference. And we also make it possible to think and do things differently. We gather companies, researchers, the public sector, and the general public towards a common goal to take our society in a new direction. We encourage organizations in different sectors to cooperate, changing existing laws and policies to pave the way for innovation that makes a difference. We give many people the opportunity to experiment and test new ideas before they become profitable. Innovation and international cooperation are a prerequisite for switching to a sustainable future. We also stimulate innovation in a broad sense. In our daily work, we focus on 8 different areas that are important for Sweden and our opportunities to change to a sustainable society. Together with organizations from different parts of society, we identify important needs and set up common objectives. With that as a starting point, we fund research and innovation that can make a difference for the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now, Business Sweden.
Hello, Helene Rönnholm. I'm Global Head of the Export Promotion at Business Sweden. And Business Sweden, we have a mission to help Swedish companies to export and grow global sales, and international companies to establish and expand in Sweden. We are jointly owned by the Swedish government and the industry, with the overall mission to create sustainable growth and increased international competitiveness for Sweden and Swedish companies. We are 500 people, approximately, with offices on 40 markets, providing advice, hands-on support, and network contacts on all levels. Working in close collaboration with Swedish embassies and other national and regional organizations. We deliver on this by focusing on 5 business ecosystems: smart industry, new materials, smart energy, smart transportation, and life science. And we deliver then innovation leadership, all with solution and technology supporting the green and digital transformation globally and also in Sweden. So I think we have a unique mandate to help companies in Sweden, but also companies outside Sweden to enter into the Swedish market. So that's us.
Thank you very much, Helene. Now, the Swedish Energy Agency.
Thank you very much. My name is Verena Adamheit, and I'm Senior Business Developer at the Swedish Energy Agency. And the Swedish Energy Agency is a government agency responsible for matters as regards the supply and the use of energy in Sweden. And our vision is affordable and clean energy for all. And our mission is to lead society's transition towards a sustainable energy system. And of course, innovation is an integral part to fulfill this mission. So we as an energy have by assignment to contribute to Sweden's national goals in innovation, energy and climate. We have a special government assignment to contribute to research and innovation as regards energy in Sweden. So we are the largest public funder of R&D within clean tech. Additionally, we are engaged in supporting business development and the export of innovative climate tech solutions. But how do we translate this into practice? What do we do concretely? So I'd like to mention two of our programs as an example. The first one is the Industrial Leap. We are supporting technological advances to promote the green transition in the industrial sector. And the other example is, and this is a partnership, the strategic innovation programs together with Vinnova and Formas, where we have selected 7 dedicated programs to focus on innovation within selected areas. And I'm especially happy to see that some of these programs are participating in Sweden Innovation Days. For example, Viable Cities, which is working towards climate neutral cities in 2030, or Resource, focusing on circular resource efficient material flows. And I don't want to go into this new exciting partnership, the Impact Innovation, because we will hear about this in a short while. But we are very proud to be part of this partnership. So innovation is really at our heart and plays a vital role for our assignment.
Thank you very much, Verena. Formas.
Thank you, Regina. My name is Mattias Blomberg, and I work as a senior advisor at Formas. And Formas is a research council for sustainable development. So we fund both research and innovation supporting this. We have 3 areas which we are responsible for, and it's the environment, the agricultural sciences, and spatial planning. So these areas are quite broad, including a lot of the societal challenges which we are facing today. And our organization have a high level of competence within these areas. We have been working with them for a very long time, since we've been in the field, as you, for more than 20 years. Formas has a broad role in the innovation system, since we are funding everything from basic research to innovation. And when it comes to research, we can fund both basic research and more applied research. But we always have this criteria that it should be a societal relevance for the research that we support. When it comes to innovation, our aim is to accelerate the transition into a sustainable society. This is our main mission. And we have a broad view of what innovation can be. Our main goal is to create a sustainable world. So it can be social innovation. Of course, system innovation is really, really important here, but also innovation of products, services, and so forth. So we work a lot with the societal challenges at Formas. And of course, many of these challenges are also global challenges. So we work across sectors, we work across disciplines, and we also work a lot internationally. We think the municipalities will be key actors in the transition to a sustainable society, so we work a lot with them. We also work with the regions, companies, and of course other types of organizations, because we believe that we have to have the whole society with us in this important transition. Formas is also responsible for 4 national research programs. And these research programs includes both research and innovation, and a large part of our funding is allocated through those programs. So we have one program on climate, we have one on sustainable spatial planning, we have one on food, and one on oceans and water. And just to give some examples of what we do really in the real days, let's say. Now in the climate program, we have an open call on policy labs on adaptation to climate change. And here we really want the researchers to co-create together with the municipalities new guidelines, new methods, and so forth to be able to cope with the changes that the climate changes have. Another example is within the Oceans and Water program, where we have a call called Blue Innovation. And this call is intended for an end user to really take on a complex challenge together with other stakeholders, other actors in society, and work long term to solve that complex challenge. And in the long run, enable system demonstrators and, of course, real world impact. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, AI Sweden.
I'm Agneta Jacobsen, Head of Strategic Partnerships at AI Sweden. AI Sweden was founded 2019, so we're just 4 years old. We are a national center for applied AI. Our mission is to accelerate the adoption of AI in Sweden and enabling innovation and sustainable growth for society, industry, and the public sector. We have over 100 partners representing corporates, public sector, academia, authorities, and startups in Sweden. Our partners come from all regions of Sweden. And to best serve them, we have close relationship with the regional ecosystems all over Sweden. And right now we're around 60 employees, and we have a great support and are funded by Vinnova and our partners. So why AI? Well, artificial intelligence is one of the key drivers of innovation and transformation in today's world. We are right now experiencing a very exciting time where we have mind-blowing technological breakthroughs based on AI solutions being launched one after another across the world. And they will have a major impact on our lives and our future. And this naturally means that what we are doing now at AI Sweden to help grow and accelerate the applied AI is really important. And of course, very, very important. So AI can create solutions to global challenges and transform industries, making them more efficient, productive, and sustainable. And we help democratizing the access to knowledge, to build competence, to compute, to models, and to data. So how in our mission to help accelerate the use of AI, we engage in projects of national interest, such as information-driven healthcare, decentralized AI, edge learning in space, and language models for the Swedish language. We work closely with our partners to identify how we can best set the stage for acceleration of AI and have developed support for partners to assess their own AI maturity level and take action for next steps in their AI journey. Tools such as AI training for different roles in an organization, writing your AI vision, access to compute resources and storages, and developing talent programs. So AI Sweden is an integral part of the Swedish innovation ecosystems in which our specific focus is on AI and how to inspire our partners and the innovations ecosystem as a whole to invest in using AI. So by investing together with a strong industrial sector and innovative research partners, we engage in concrete projects to develop knowledge and resources that can be shared and assessed to many people.
Thank you very much. Great to see the representation of, working with the whole TRL scale here, just in this room. And I think that's fantastic. I cannot I have to remember to introduce myself to and the organization that I represent. So it is an honor to be the director of Sweden Innovation Days, and this is a huge, as I said, huge machinery, a fantastic project. But I work at Swedish Incubators and Science Parks. We are the industry organization for all incubators, all science parks, and also innovation hubs all around Sweden. So our members are represented in every part of Sweden. I have to take the opportunity to give a shout out to my colleagues and also to a lot of our members that are right now down in Lund. Almost 500 participants are in Lund now joining us on Sweden Innovation Days. I hope you have great days. I also have to give a shout out and a happy birthday to Ideon that turns 40 years, one of our science parks in Sweden. So what we do is that we focus on the incubators and science parks and innovation hubs in Sweden. How can we strengthen them? How can we share knowledge? How can we work more synchronized together? That's one part. Then we also have one of our programs that is called Ignite Sweden. And Ignite is all about helping startups to grow. And what we do is that we arrange matchmakings between startups and corporates, not only in Sweden, but in many, many parts of the world. And right now, another big shout out to my colleagues that are managing, since early this morning, managing matchmaking with 10 countries at the same time. Well done. Okay, so back to you guys. Why is Sweden Innovation Days important? Why have you invested both money and time in this? Karin.
Well, I would like to start by saying that global cooperation is key when it comes to solving global challenges. And Sweden Innovation Days is a great platform to share experiences, knowledge, and to find new partners. A digital platform enables all relevant stakeholders from all around the world to come together and to meet. What started as a response to the pandemic, when all physical meeting was postponed, turned out to be a success. So from Vinnova, we are very proud to be able to initiate Sweden Innovation Days for a third time together with our partners. During the coming days, we want to show you that Sweden is a top country for innovation and also a leading partner when it comes to green transition.
Great. So, Business Sweden, why are you here?
Yeah, why am I here? I think this is a great opportunity to work together as we are standing here, because this, with export and investments, we need to do this together. So that's why it's so important to stand here today with the different organizations. And as I see it, we have the possibility with our global presence to be this innovation connector for Swedish innovation ecosystem. But we put our effort to increase the export among Swedish innovation companies, and also then to increase the share of investments when it comes to innovation and R&D investments in Sweden. But for Business Sweden today is to be a part of this triple helix, or how to call it, with academia, with organization, with companies and so on. So I'm looking forward to these days a lot.
Yeah. And it is a very important part. I mean, creating the business. I mean, if you have an invention and it doesn't create any kind of value in a market or society, it's not really an innovation, right? So we need each other. Now, please, Verena, the Energy Agency. Why is this important for you?
I guess from our perspective as an energy agency, we are pretty much aware that we cannot solve our century's challenges all by ourselves within national borders. So we need to reach out internationally, look abroad and create alliances, find partners, engage in bi- and multilateral collaboration, research projects. So we really need to step up together to accelerate the green transition. So for us, Sweden Innovation Days is, on the one hand, an excellent opportunity to shed some light on the work we are doing, to hopefully inspire through successful projects, and also to spread the word about possibilities for other partners abroad to engage in projects and collaboration. But on the other hand, I guess it's also very important to listen in, to learn what is happening in Sweden and Europe and even globally, what is working well, which methods work well, which projects are successful. So they are very curious also to learn. And in an ideal world, I'd say after Sweden Innovation Days, we have a lot of ideas, possibly new partners to accelerate the green transition together. Every puzzle piece counts, and Sweden Innovation Days is a very important one.
Great, thank you. Now, Formas, please.
Thank you. For us, innovation, is key for sustainable development. But as you said, global challenges really need also global solutions. But one should not forget that we also need going down to the local solutions, really, to be able to really make a difference there. And this type of international event, I think it's a great opportunity to share experience and to share knowledge between different countries. I also believe in the power of good examples. So by showing good examples during these 3 days, I hope that people in other countries also take on this and can do similar things in their own countries. Thanks.
Thank you. And AI Sweden.
Yes, I think it's twofold. One very important part is that we want to help put the spotlight on all those innovation heroes out there in Sweden that are doing amazing jobs in really creating our future. So I think that's very important to share so that they can inspire, and that becomes more and new opportunities for collaboration. And the other part is really connected back to our mission, that in order to succeed, we really need to work with a lot of best organizations around the world that really works with AI and in the forefront of AI. So this is a way for us to share what we do in Sweden, and hopefully that will engage, just as all of you said. It's difficult to be lost. But just as we all say, that to really inspire to collaboration. And we hope that by doing this, we will get new opportunities for collaboration. And we really want to ask everyone, after these 3 days, connect with us and really check what can we do together, how can we become better together. So
yes. And for SISP, the Swedish Incubators and Science Parks, well, to be honest, we don't have a choice. We invented Sweden Innovation Days. Then we pitched it for these organizations, and they were more than happy to support this initiative. So, no, joke aside, we are extremely proud of Sweden Innovation Days. And the fact is that a lot of the initiatives that will be shown during these 3 days are driven by, on the grassroots level, by organizations that are, many of them are our members, many of them collaborate with our members, because they're all extremely important actors in our innovation ecosystem. So this is an extremely important event for us. The fact that we can show these organizations to the world, also reach out to create new partnerships, but also the fact that we have matchmaking ongoing now with 10 countries, where we match Swedish startups with corporates abroad, but also startups from other parts of the world that match with corporates from these 10 countries. So this is an extremely important event for us. The next question is, what are your expectations for this Sweden Innovation Days?
Can I say bigger and better?
Is it possible?
I don't know if it's possible.
100 countries participate.
I know. For myself, I'm truly looking forward to these coming days. And when it's all over on Thursday, I hope to be filled with inspiration, new ideas, new knowledge on how to work together. So I would say my message to everyone out there is, let's enable innovation that truly makes a difference.
Great, thank you. Business Sweden, expectations.
Wow, yeah, I can only agree. It's going to be very interesting with all the workshops and all the themes that will be in this in these 3 days. But as you said before, trade drives innovation and innovation drives trade. So that's why we are part of Sweden Innovation Days. And that Team Sweden then can position ourselves as a trusted advisor, unified voice for the Swedish industry on how to accelerate business-related innovation in global markets. I think that is the take that I would like to bring here. So please join, and I'm looking forward to look at different workshops and different organizations, but also our own, to listen to battery and semiconductors and all different kind of objects that we will discuss. So please join.
Yeah, it's not actually, I mean, we want to show the world, but it's also a great way to get updated on everything that's going on in Sweden, because we're not a huge country, but there are so many innovation initiatives going on. So this is a great opportunity for getting an update too, even if you are a Swede.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very broad program, and it's so many different themes. So it's up.
So the Swedish Energy Agency, your expectations?
Yeah, actually, I'm like Karin. Personally, I really hope that I can learn a lot. I'll sit here almost 24/7 and listen and learn and make notes. So after these days, I hope that my notebook is full of new ideas, projects, sketches, new contacts that I can continue working with. And as regards the Energy Agency, I guess we want to open the eyes for our topics. We hope that many of our potential collaborators and stakeholders will tune in and listen not only to the main program, but if I may market these also to our side events, which we are organizing these years. So come and join us, listen in and reach out.
Good. Formas.
Similar, I would say. I'm really looking forward to these 3 days. I mean, digging into all the session, all the panels and keynotes and so on, and also to the side sessions, I think will be very, very interesting. So it's a good learning, I think, and also therefore it's very good that we have this broad partnership in the room. But I think that kind of gives this type of broad, nice program. So really, opportunity to learn and share experiences.
Thank you. AI Sweden.
Yes. So I think the past two Sweden Innovation Days have been amazing. And I've seen the program. It's amazing this year as well. It's fantastic to see, and I'm so proud to see how much we can do in Sweden. And I look forward to follow it as much as I can, and listen in and learn, and then, of course, reach out, and hopefully we get some response internationally. So join us, connect with us, and join the program.
Thank you. And for SISP, of course, and Ignite, well, Ignite, what we are expecting is great matchmakings. Last year, we had almost 500 matchmaking meetings, and 63% were follow-ups after the matchmaking. So the results have been amazing. There's a great process to get qualified matchmaking meetings. So I have definitely great expectations on the matchmaking like last year. But when it comes to the program, I really, it's showcasing, of course, everything that we're doing, but I hope that you participants see the opportunities, not just, of course, get inspired, but also see what actors could be interesting within your field to reach out to. So use the chat, use the tools that are on the platform, because these are made for you to be able to interact with us and all other organizations that have side sessions and other kinds of sessions during these 3 days. I think that's it from us now. I would like to thank you. Thank you for making this possible. Really, it's a huge investment, we know, both in time and money, but it's so worth it. And as we always say, we do it for Sweden, right? That's why we do this. And also to be able to make a better world. Plain and simple. To make a better world, we need to collaborate also globally, and that's why we need you guys. And for you guys to find the right partners in Sweden, we have Sweden Innovation Days. So good luck, and please interact, be active. This is for you. Thank you very much, and enjoy these 3 days.